Email ray@rte.ie. The Ray D'Arcy Show on RTE Radio 1.
51551 for your texts. Now, we've live music today. We've moved down to Studio 8, and I have 10, not 11, Cork men, all with guitars, and together they're known as the White Horse Guitar Club. Good afternoon, gentlemen.
Hello.
Hey. What's the collective noun for guitarists?
A pain in the head or something.
A stringy guitars, obviously. Is it?
A langer load.
I don't know, a plectrum of guitars.
Henceforth, it should be known as that.
Yeah. Thanks so much for coming in.
Yeah, our pleasure.
So you're up from Cork and you're doing Whelans tonight, and there are still tickets available, a few tickets available, and people can find out about you, whitehorseguitarclub.com. Now, none of you are professional musicians, is that correct? But you're good musicians.
We're good wingers.
Yeah,
We're
okay.
good bluffers.
Well, maybe we'll just go around and you can introduce yourselves because there's so many, and maybe tell us, like, you know, I don't know, what age, your favourite colour, what you do, what's your day job. I don't know, whatever you want to say. Right, start with Justin there.
Hi Ray, my name's Justin. I'm 53. I like Guinness, and my favourite colour is blue.
Right. Okay. What do you do during the day?
I have a graphic design agency in Cork.
Right.
Yeah.
You're very welcome, Justin. Right. Dermot, this is like the Rose of Tralee. Okay. Yeah, I'll have to remember all the names at the end.
I'm Dermot, and these boys call me Moontour, so I'll let you work out what I do.
Very good. You look like a young David Norris. There you go. Just because it's radio, I have to.
We'll take that as a compliment of some sort. Thank you very much.
So Moontour, Gormagat. Next.
Well, Ray, my name is Adrian, and I work in sales and with an instrumentation company in Cork.
But not musical instrumentation.
No, not musical instrumentation. But I do a lot of musical stuff on the sidelines.
Okay, right.
So, yeah.
You're very welcome, Adrian.
I'm Liam, and I'm a brickie.
Right. Oh, look at that! I'm Liam and I'm a brickie.
He wears it on the sleeve.
You can tell by the shirt, can't you?
Yeah. He's wearing plaid. Okay. The first Joe.
Yeah, Joe, and I'm a musician actually at different strands.
Oh, because you are a professional musician.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No,
about
you're
that.
grand.
Okay.
Well, professionally you have to get paid. Usually musicians don't get paid, so that's why we leave it out.
Aha, right. That's another story completely. And Joe, second Joe.
Yeah, Joe Carey is my name, and I am a publican. Yeah, so I have the White Horse in Ballincollig in Cork. Yeah.
Aha, so we'll get back to you for the beginning of this group. You have the history. And beside you is Anto.
Yeah, Anthony, hi Ray. I am creative director of a software company in Cork called WorkVivo.
Right, you're welcome, Anto.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Fitzy. I'm the elder lemon, and I work on the railway.
Working on the railroad.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Hi, Stephen Hegarty. How are you doing? So I work in IT, so I head up solutions for a big multinational here in Ireland.
Right. Brendan's working now. You can use that microphone, Brendan. Yeah.
Thanks, Ray. How are you getting on?
Good.
Brendan Whelan's my name. I work in construction management.
Right, and you're the youngest?
I am, I think, yeah.
Right, okay. So what age are you, Brendan?
Oh.
100.
It'd be easy to be the youngest of this group now, but I'm 39.
39, and Fitz, you're the eldest, so you're... I just want to give people an idea of the...
I'm a bit older than that.
Coy, you're hardly coy,
I'm not
are
actually
you?
sure.
Yeah. That's
55.
60.
55.
We call him Britvic.
55.
55, okay. 39 to 55, so that's the group. Okay. Joe,
Yes.
This group of guitarists obviously started in your pub.
Yeah.
Why?
So we put an open call out, literally saying, want to join a guitar club, not knowing what that meant. And 20 sort of confused souls arrived on the night and sat around looking at each other for a while and playing a bit of guitar. And I suppose it evolved out of that. 11 of us stuck around and started playing songs together, and that naturally flowed down to the bar corner, and we started playing there. And ever since, we've been taking steps forward into new adventures. It's been,
So really, how long
it's
ago was
10
that?
years.
10 years,
yeah.
right.
So 10-year anniversary, So really cool adventure, unplanned, as the best ones are.
Yeah, and there's a lovely video up. What's the name of the song?
So it's If I Needed You. It's a Townes Van Zandt song. So it's a beautiful song and a beautiful sort of message in the song itself. So yeah, we sort of happily did a lovely video in the regional park in Ballincollig, and I suppose that song is an easy one to stand around. It's just a gorgeous one, and thankfully it's been received well, you know.
So you play guitar and you sing, which is great. The other Joe is beside you. Joe, you're sort of nervous because you're in Studio 8 in the Radio Centre.
It's just the history of the room.
Yeah.
I mean, like when you grow up, following music and thinking and looking at the fanning sessions and dreaming someday of being there, and now you're here. I mean, it's similar with buildings. I always find when you play music where music has been, there's a real sense of responsibility attached to it sometimes.
Right.
Not to freak myself
No
out.
pressure.
No pressure. But no, there is, because like the thing is, you see it from a distance and you see photographs and you just it's great. So there's a history here that we're proud to be now part of.
Yeah, so it's sort of the greenish and beige checkerboard walls.
Yeah,
You'd
exactly.
recognise those
Something
from
kind of
photographs.
iconic about it, even though it's simple in its design.
Yeah, so you're here, which is great.
Yeah, which is fantastic. Yeah.
So it's still like a hobby.
Yeah,
Is that
do you know what? I suppose we've never thought too hard about it, so it just naturally sort of follows on to the next thing. I mean, we didn't plan on having a national tour, or we didn't plan on doing all of these things, so we don't necessarily think too far ahead. Quite honestly, we're just happy to really take each step, you know.
You look the part.
Three-quarters of the way.
I wish this was television. Look, you'll get a phone call from the Late Late Show anyway after this. I guarantee you.
It takes a lot of money to look this cheap.
No, because you're perfect for television. Yeah. So you divvy out the various types of guitars, or you're all, who has the most expensive guitar, for example?
Janie.
Well, it's interesting you asked that actually, because there are different types. Like my one is a resonator.
It's that's shining like a national guitar.
Exactly.
There
That's
you go.
exactly
Very
Paul
nice.
Simon,
Yep.
Ado's is a baritone.
Which would be a lot lower.
Okay.
Ah, yeah, you're right. Okay, yeah.
Bass guitar.
There's a mandola. There's bass guitar. So I tuned down a different tuning on my guitar. There's the ukulele, mandolin. So yeah, I think all of those add different colours and textures.
So you got the short straw fits on the ukulele. I'm not saying anything against
He
ukulele.
gets the short straw in every situation, but he likes
He carries all. He
That
carries
gives
the
you an
chips on his
idea of
shoulder.
my expertise on the guitar.
and you're standing in the group. So there must be a dynamic after 10 years.
Yeah, there is. I mean, the interesting thing about what Joe was saying there is we've all been involved in different music projects that have an awful lot more planning, and they always fall flat in their arse.
All right.
So this thing has its own heartbeat, and usually what happens is if you get out of the way of it, it kind of works. It shouldn't really work on paper, even in terms of the guitars, but it just does.
Okay. Well, people by now want to hear you.
Yeah.
So, and that's why you're here. So what are you going to sing for us first?
So we're going to do a song called Wide River to Cross. It's by an amazing writer in Nashville called Buddy Miller. And it's been a song we've carried for the whole 10 years. It's probably the most important song we've ever sung. So happy to play it for you now.
The White Horse Guitar Club, when you're ready.
Sorrow in the wind, blowing down the road I've been. I can hear it cry, the shadows steal the sun. But I can't look back now, I've come too far to turn around. There's a race ahead that I must run. I'm only halfway home. I got a journey on to where I find the things that I have lost. I've come a long, long road. Still I have miles to go. I got a wide, wide river to cross. I have stumbled, I have strayed. You can trace the tracks I've made all across the memories my heart recalls. Still I'm just a refugee. Won't you say a prayer for me? For sometimes even the strongest soldier falls. I'm only halfway home. I got a journey on to where I find the things that I have lost. I've come a long, long road. come a long, long road. Still I have miles to go. I got a wide, wide river to cross. I got a wide, wide river to cross.
Yay! That was great. It was great to see the much maligned bass guitar getting star roll there. Well done, Liam, near the end. Yeah, that's great. We often read and we hear about music and the therapeutic nature of music and singing together in a choir, because you're nearly a choir, aren't you? There's 10 of you. I don't know what the definition of a choir is, but
yeah. The voices, I think, are possibly one of the most powerful things about the group, and the 11 male voices working together. It's definitely kind of a unique thing, yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't a given that you were going to sound like that.
No, it's actually that song there, funnily enough, was probably one of the first songs we ever played as a group, and it was Joe found it, and when we kind of came in, it's actually written by a solo artist, one voice, one guitar, and where we kind of, came in behind it on that chorus, we all kind of just looked at each other and felt that there was a sound happening.
Yeah.
So that's the bit basis of it.
And is this a sort of an escape?
Yes.
Yeah. You wouldn't believe the stuff we're running from.
Keep on running. Nods of agreement all around, yeah.
Yeah, it's escape. It's lovely solace. It's kind of friendship. I think we laugh an awful lot. Yeah. I mean, there's times when we're kind of crying and falling on the floor laughter. And, there are the big memories that stand out to me over the 10 years is the fun and the sort of laughter and the lightness of it.
And you didn't know each other beforehand?
No, I mean, like Joe and I knew each other, a couple of the other guys, but not as collective, certainly not. No. So,
yeah. And
we haven't had a crossword, believe it or not, really in that 10 years. It's been...
And you've been on the road, you've been to Europe. And
yeah, we've traveled, we've been in Germany, Holland, France, Italy, around Ireland loads of times, and we mutually hung over a few times, but beyond that, no.
That sounded amazing, lads, because I have the headphones on. You know what you sound like, but that sounded beautifully. And Padder and Jamie have done a great job. They've just stuck four microphones in the middle.
That's the way we like to roll.
Is that the way? Yeah. Nice and simple. You obviously recognise a brilliant song, and I've just said there that Burt Bacharach has died at the age of 94.
Oh no, jeez!
Like what a catalogue of songs
incredible.
There. Yeah.
Oh my God.
So all the Do You Know the Way to San Jose?
Yeah, incredible songs.
He wrote for the Walker Brothers. He wrote I Say a Little Prayer. Himself and Hal David. Like just the list goes on and on and on.
And the thing for me is when these songs they stand the test of time and they're as pristine and as powerful as they were day one now. Yeah.
How do you do that?
Yeah, I think they don't even know. I think it's an otherworldly thing. I really do. They're tapping into something that the rest of us aren't.
Yeah, just I suppose the formula for a brilliant pop song. There probably is something of a formula, but there has to be genius there first.
Yeah. But it's for something to endure. There's a song we sing and it's a very popular gospel tune, which is I'll Fly Away, but it was written in 1929.
Right.
Like it's as powerful today as it was then. It's coming on 100 years old.
Yeah.
But if you sing it in a room, people will still get lifted because of it,
And the first time you just said, listen, let's stop playing guitar for a moment and just sing a cappella. Was that a bit scary? Was it like jumping off a high dive board? Yeah.
Yeah, and if we don't come back in on time, it's a car crash.
Yeah. No, I noticed Joe gives the cue.
Yeah. If he gets it wrong,
the look of fear.
That was the look of fear.
Fear is a great motivator for those moments.
Have you done Whelans before?
No.
Okay, so that's tonight.
Yeah.
And still a few tickets available there.
Yeah.
What else are you going to sing for us now?
So we're going to do a really lovely one. It's almost a little bit like the opposite, but another great Nashville writer called Rodney Crowell. And this one is called Leaving Louisiana in the Broad Daylight. And we often joke that things must have gone a bit askew if you're leaving Louisiana in the broad daylight and you're doing it in a hurry. So there's an element of that in this song.
Okay, when you're ready.
Mary started running with the traveling man, left her mama crying with her head in her hands. Such a sad case, so broken hearted. She said, Mama, gotta go, gotta get out of here, gotta get out of town, tired of hanging around, gotta roll on between the ditches. It's an ordinary story about the way things go around goes on forever. That old highway goes on forever. No, she never would have done it if she hadn't got drunk. She hadn't started running with the traveling band, and she hadn't started taking those crazy chances. She said, daughter, let me tell you about the traveling kind. Everywhere he's going, such a very short time. He'll be long gone before you know it. He'll be long gone before you know it. Never have I known her when it looked so good. Never have I knew it when I knew I could. Never have I known her when it looked so right. Leaving Louisiana in the broad daylight. It's down in the swamp and anything goes. Alligator Gate and the bars don't close. It's a real thing down Louisiana. Did you ever see occasion when he really got mad? Really got in trouble like a daughter gone mad? It's real hot down Louisiana. Where the stranger better move it or he's gonna get killed. Gonna have to get it or a shotgun when it ain't no time for lengthy speeches. There ain't no time for lengthy speeches. Never have I known her when it looked so good. Never have I knew her when I knew I could. Never have I known her when it looked so right. Leaving Louisiana in the broad daylight. Never have I known her when it looked so good. Never have I knew her when I knew I could. Never have I known her when it looked so right. Leaving Louisiana in the broad daylight. It's an ordinary story about the way things go. Round and round, nobody knows that the highway goes on forever. That old highway, that old highway goes on forever. That old highway, that old highway goes on forever. That old highway goes on forever.
Are you closed for new members?
Oh,
Oh, you are.
The stages are limiting at this stage.
So at the beginning, when you put out the call, it wasn't men only.
Definitely not. No, that was the unusual thing for us insofar as it was an open call and 20 lads arrived. So yeah, it was not planned, as I say, but and then it evolved. I think people sort of got maybe came for something different, or it wasn't exactly what they wanted. We stuck it out. We're stubborn. We didn't know any better. We had nothing else to do. So yeah, it very quickly evolved into the 11 of us, but not by design in terms of women, men. No.
Yeah. Fitz, is that what do they call that? Cajon, or what is it?
Yeah, it's a cajon.
It's a cajon as opposed to cajona. What?
No, cajonas
or something else.
different.
Yeah. So what yeah. They look uncomfortable. They look uncomfortable there on your. No. What
There's a hole in the top.
How do you spell it?
Cajon.
All right, cajon. Right. So that's the little bit of rhythm there. Yeah. I was in a music shop recently, and my 10-year-old son plays bass guitar. You see, cool. And he was looking at bass guitars, and the man came up to me. I was telling him, he plays bass guitar, and he goes, "Yeah, like loads of people play guitar. Not many people play bass guitar. So when it comes to forming a band, they're always looking for bass guitarists, Liam."
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
And it's actually a hugely influential instrument in a lot of bands and their sound. Everybody has a different style. It's a great instrument. Without it, we've done one thing without Liam, and it was...
You missed him.
We really did miss him.
Yeah.
Not him, but we missed his
He missed his guitar. Yeah. Well, listen, good luck tonight. And there's a CD available as well, the White Horse Guitar Club, live at the White Horse. That's it. Strangely enough, and all the songs are on the back, and you can hear them live tonight in Whelan's. And I'm sure we'll meet again, lads. Thanks for the moment. Thank you so much for having us. Thank you very much. Thank you.